Welcome to our lesson. In this video, we are going to talk about how to make a questionnaire in your research report. So, what's our lesson objective? Our lesson objective is to learn about how to make a good questionnaire. In my previous lesson on research report, I talked about literature review. So what did you do in your literature review? You searched for online resources on your topic and you collected information and you noted down important pieces of information that you can use in your research report. You paraphrased some parts and then you also copy pasted a few sentences to use as quotations. This was your first step. I hope you've all finished doing your literature review last week. Now, coming to the second step is the survey. So you are going to do a survey to collect information from other people. What's a survey? Let's look at the dictionary entry. You can see the Arabic entry here. A survey is an examination of people's opinions or behavior done by asking people questions. So you are going to examine people's opinions by asking them questions. This is a survey. So how do you do the survey? You have to prepare a questionnaire. What's a questionnaire? You can see the Arabic entry here. A questionnaire is a set of questions that a lot of people are asked in order to gather information about a subject. So you prepare a set of questions to ask a group of people to collect information. So this is a questionnaire. Let me show you a sample questionnaire. This is a sample questionnaire. So in this questionnaire, you can see three main parts, yeah? Here you have statements. Since you're all beginners in research, we are not going to use questions. We will use statements instead. What are statements? Statements are sentences. So you see there's a full stop here, not a question mark. So you're going to make statements. How many statements are you going to write in your questionnaire? 6 statements. Okay. And you're going to give 3 options in your questionnaire for your statements. Agree. If people agree with your statement, they say yes. Yeah. Disagree. They say, no, I don't agree with you. Yeah. So disagree is the second option. And there's a third one here, right in the middle, neutral. What's neutral? Neutral means I don't agree, I don't disagree. I neither agree nor disagree. I don't have an opinion, or I don't want to say an opinion. So you're going to give 3 options in your questionnaire. 6 statements, 3 options. That's it. So your research question is going to be very, very simple because it's your first attempt at research. What are you going to do with the questionnaire? Okay, you've prepared a questionnaire with 6 statements and 3 options. What are you going to do? The main body of your research report is presenting the data you collected in the form of a pie chart. For example, look at the first statement on the questionnaire that I showed you. The first statement is tourism benefits the economy of the country. 75% of the group that I surveyed agreed to this statement. 20% disagreed and 5% remained neutral. They said they don't know, they don't have an opinion. So this is the data I've collected. Now, how can I present this data? I present the data in the form of a pie chart. There are 6 statements in your questionnaire. So the main body of your research will have 6 pie charts. 1 pie chart for each statement. This is the body of your research. What's a questionnaire? A questionnaire is a set of questions to collect information from a group. Now, as I told you earlier, since you are beginners, we are not using questions, we are just using simple statements. Because sometimes questions require information. So people can't agree or disagree. They need to provide a piece of information. So that's why it is better that you use statements instead of questions. So you prepare a set of 6 statements. Okay. So a questionnaire is a tool that you can use. It's a tool that you can use to collect data for your research. Why do you need a questionnaire for your research? To measure people's opinions. Okay. To understand how many people like or dislike something. Or how many people like or dislike the topic you're talking about. To evaluate opinions. What's evaluate? In your levels 1 and 2 at the end of the course, you evaluated the course. Yes, the course, the teachers, the books, or whatever. So you evaluate the opinions of people. Think about the people's responses. Are advantages more than the disadvantages? So you evaluate the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so in your questionnaire, write 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of your topic. 3 positive opinions and 3 negative opinions. Let's take a look at the example that I showed you before. The topic of this research is tourism. Advantages, disadvantages of tourism. So look at number 1. Tourism benefits the economy of the country. And the survey group can either agree, disagree, or remain neutral to this statement. So tourism benefits the economy of the country. It is a positive statement. It's an advantage of tourism, yes? Look at number 2. Tourism gives jobs to local people. Advantage, yeah? 3, visitors learn about local culture and understand the local people. That's an advantage. So we've got 3 advantages, yeah? Go to number 4. Tourism causes traffic jam. It's a disadvantage of tourism. Tourists pollute beaches and damage the environment. That's a disadvantage. Tourism is bad for local culture. That's another disadvantage. So you've got here 6 questions. 3 of them are advantages and, 6 statements, okay? 6 statements. 3 of them are advantages and 3 of them are disadvantages. And you've got a scale of agree, disagree, and neutral. This is the scale that you're going to use to measure people's opinions. Now, opinions are not things that we can measure in kilograms or in centimeters. So we use this tool it's a questionnaire to measure people's opinions. So what's your action plan for this week? Last week, you prepared your literature review. Yes, you went to online resources, collected information for your research report. Yes, okay. Now, this week's action plan is to prepare a questionnaire. Each person in the group should prepare the questionnaire with 3 positives and 3 negatives of your topic. So each group should prepare 6 statements. I will choose the best statements for your questionnaire, and then we will finalize 6 statements from all the statements that you've given me. Okay, right. So this survey is the main body of your research. So you start your research with introduction. I'm going to talk about introduction later. You start your research with the introduction, research report, writing with introduction, and then in the body of your research, you will have 2 things to add. So the body contains 2 parts. One is literature review, which is data you collected from online resources. And the second one is pie chart, the survey results, which is data you collected from your class. These are the 2 parts of the body of your research report. Don't worry about the other parts of the research report now, because many students sent me a message, teacher, can we start with the introduction? No, we don't have to start with the introduction. You're not writing an essay. Okay? So focus on 2 things, literature review and survey questionnaire. So last week, you should have finished the literature review. If you haven't finished, try to finish it as quickly as possible. This week's focus is preparing a questionnaire. So by Thursday, please send me your statements. You don't have to distribute the questionnaire to your class yet. Don't do that. First, I need to look at the statements and decide on the best statements. So I will pick 6 best statements from all the statements you've given, and then I will tell you what to do with the statements. I hope it's clear. Watch the video, and come with your questions in our live lesson on Sunday. That's all for now.